Okay, I will try to record some videos showing my problems with Melody Source in Reaper Studio One and Bitwig. As you can see here, I've loaded an instance of Melody Source followed by a silence. My problem is that most of the time Melody Source internal player ignores the first bar in Reaper. Doesn't matter where you set the play cursor, the first bar gets ignored. So to demonstrate the little problem, I like the dark mode best. So melody is created. When we hit start, silence. As you can see, nothing happens here. So let's drag in the melody to have a look where it actually starts. At 5. But it gets completely ignored and it starts only at 6, looping round till the end. And then the first bar is always, when looping, completely ignored. So let's delete this part and let's turn off the looping. When Reaper isn't looping, after this first iteration, when the sequencer goes further, it plays fine. So let's zoom out a little bit. Ah. Yeah, it plays seamlessly. Okay. That's it about Reaper. We make the next video for Studio One. So here we are in Studio One. As you can see, I've loaded already a track with Melody Source inside and the other one for silence. Here we have to split them to 2 different tracks. And I identified the same problem again. I already created the melodies. The problem in Studio One is that when you first start the sequencer, it plays all the first notes. But when it loops back, there are some notes missing. It sounds different than before, but have a listen yourself. Did you hear? So when the sequencer is starting, the melody is much more complex. And now when it loops back, the first 2 or 3 notes are missing. That's a problem in Studio One here. And as you can see, I already rendered out the melody. I think the first 2 notes are missing when it loops back. Okay, so far Studio One. So here we are back in Bitwig Studio. In Bitwig, there are actually 2 problems I've come across with. I already rendered out the melody here to show you first how it should sound, because the first problem I found was that the internal player seems to stumble a bit when it loops back. So this is how it should sound when it's playing normal. So as it looped back, there was a clean transition, no problem at all. When we put this clip aside, we need the space for later, and now unmute and activate melody source. Please listen when it loops back. It seems that it stumbles a bit, it makes some spikes, it doesn't sound clean. There was a little drip that doesn't happen with the rendered melody. The second problem of Melody Source inside of Bitwig Studio is that it only plays the normal length of the clip. So when I extend the loop to double length, the internal player only plays till bar 5 and afterwards getting silence. This doesn't happen in Studio One, this doesn't happen in Reaper. When the sequencer goes further than the normal clip length is, the internal player loops the clip. But this doesn't happen in Bitwig. Have a look. And silence. So when it loops back to 1, it starts again. But with the drip. And stops again. So these are my problems with Melody Source.